Hi everyone, Farmer Rob here from Cannon Hall Farm. So I'm here in the roundhouse. Got David behind me. Doing this lovely work here, He's trying to do something with that bale of straw, and I'm not exactly sure what. But all will be revealed, I'm sure. So, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's going to be one of those weeks where I lose track of time. I'm not sure what he's doing there. But, is he bringing it back towards him so there's no gap behind it, maybe? Not sure. So, anyway, he was doing something that he felt needed doing. And he's now done it, and he's moving on to do something else. So we are ready. We're ready for the lambs whenever they're ready for us. We've got these fancy feeders, which look great actually. They look very cleanable, look very practical. They look like they're going to do us a really grand job. And speaking of really grand jobs, there's Ruth shaking some straw about. So morning, Ruth. And she's bedding down the twins, the January twins that are left up here. We've still got plenty of lambs down in the bottom bound because they've moved down to not to pastures new, because we're not turning them out yet because we're not confident in this weather. But we've got enough room with a bit of jiggery pokery and what do you call it, to keep everything indoors. Apart from last year's gimmers, they're down at the mill. And the April singles, they're still out because their requirements are relatively low. Hey, what was that? Flipping it. Oh, it was Danny. Morning. Morning. I thought there was some snow falling over the roof. I thought, when did it snow? Crikey. Anyway. And then we've got Sapphire and the foal, as yet with no name. But it will have a name soon because we're racking our brains for a suitable name for that little lady. So keep them coming in. The deal is not done yet. Your suggested name may still be the one that hits the mark. Mandy says we've had a snow shower overnight in the northeast. So cold. It is cold, isn't it? It's a little bit nithering. And here comes Danny with his wheelbarrow. And what he's done is fed Sapphire so that she's his friend, so he can get in here unmolested, and he might get some attention from the foal. I would very much expect he does, while he does a bit of mucking out. So he's going to get all Sapphire's horse mucks, and the foal's thinking about what does it do next. Do I have this food, or do I race across there and have a play with Danny? At the moment, it's having a mouthful of food, having a run round, and deciding. Priscilla says morning Danny. Ellie says morning all. So these little lambs are having a buck and a skip and a play. That little valet one is gorgeous, isn't it? Just the nicest little lamb. And Will says pure bliss. Sandra says lavender after Dale or Ruth, after Farmer Ruth. And David says good morning, the maker of the lambing pen. Good morning, the maker of the lambing pen feeders. Yeah, oh, so that's David Cromie, is the maker of these. Right, let's zoom in. Of the good morning, David. And I must say, how good do they look? Very, very cleanable, very washable, very practical, and they stop all that hay and corn getting mixed up with the bedding and wasted and turning into bacteria. And I just think they've added a degree of more professionalism to the whole look of the place. So we're very happy with them. So well done on designing and making them, and good luck with your business. So we've got them in every pen now. And these are all carrying singles. These are all due to start, and they literally are due to start any time. So, you know, we're expecting lambs this weekend. So watch this space. As soon as we get some, we'll be straight at you. But we are ready. They're pedigree singles. I'm going to take them down the yard, make a little bit more room for the ones that are due to lamb. There's an odd one or two in here that are bagging up, which aren't a million miles away. But the majority of those singles and those twins. So, and then Ruth is, she's, look at that lamb. That little valley is having a proper play, isn't it? Look at that. It's playing one of its pals. Sheila says, I think it should be Cannon or Lavender Ruth. That's a bit of a name, a mouthful, Sheila, but it's a wonderful, wonderful sentiment. Oh, here they come. And what we've found are these. Here we go. We're having a mad half hour. They love a play. Lavender Miss, says Heather. Alison says they will do the job. So if anyone, we'll share the details of the maker of these feeders. If anyone out there is a sheep keeper and wants to buy some, I'm sure we can pass on the details and do David a bit of good along the way, because everyone needs a helping hand in their business life. Look at these lambs. Off they go. That one got knocked down. Oh no. Look at that. That little valet one's having a play now. So if anyone wants to share, and that older one, look at that. That's having a go. That's a ewe lamb that we fetched in that was a little bit off colour. So she's back on colour now because she's bucking and skipping. So if anyone wants to share this now to the feed, skipping lambs, there's not a lot nicer than that, is there? So off they go. Victoria says, really enjoyed Farmer Ruth Supporters Live on Thursday. Loved how she talks to the animals and was so informative. Fabulous to hear. So many thanks to her for taking that on, which I know will be well received by the supporters group. For those who don't know, we have a Cannon Farm supporters group. It's run through Facebook, and it's about $3.49 a month or something like that. And you hit the blue button to subscribe. But there'll be people on here to tell you, if you want to become a supporter, how to do it. It's a very collegiate, very collaborative, very friendly bunch of people who've made friends along the way. Look at these. And that's because they've got a bit of fresh straw, a bit of space because the ewes are all eating their hay, and they're choosing to have a bit of a game. So the ones in the pens are all in pens for various reasons. Yep. Now then, are they going to escape? No. So they're in pens for various reasons. That one there is in because she wasn't doing the lambs properly outside, but in the pen she's doing them really, really well. The four that are on the bottle, they're the ones that have fallen slightly by the wayside. The mums just didn't have enough milk, so they're being fed by us. They were the ones I was feeding last night when I did the broadcast. And then the one sat down there is one who's finding pregnancy tough. So she was getting pushed out of the feeders. So she's getting a little bit of intensive care. June sent 200 stars. Thank you, June. Helen has shared. 1,100 people watching now. Thank you so much for your interest. It's a Saturday morning, not a Sunday. We're very grateful to everyone for tuning in and taking an interest in our family farm. Very grateful. So Susan says, good morning, Rob, Dave, Ruth and Danny. Starlight would be the nice... What about Starlight Express? I like that. I think I've heard of that before somewhere. Yeah, Cannon Farm, Starlight Express. I sort of like Dreamcatcher as well. But, Martina's in Margate too. Fabulous. So 2 people from Margate tuning in now to enjoy watching the lambs at Cannonall Farm. And Gwyneth said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Gwyneth. And Rosie says, looking forward to Kate's live broadcasts when on nights during lambing. They are great. Fabulous. I'm so glad people are enjoying the contributions from all across the farm, because it's, you know, it just makes for a more interesting life, doesn't it? If we've got a broader spectrum of people contributing, you know, you can dip in and out of whoever you find the most interesting. So we're very pleased about that. So Danny is now bedding down, and it looks decent straw actually. That it doesn't look the worst stuff. And it's just a case of making sure that if these girls decide to go today, that there's something like a clean bed for them to give birth on, you know. So this is their clean linen sheets. Here comes Dave with some more hay. So do you need hand, Dave? Oh, so he's going to drop this. Do you want this emptying before it goes in? Do you want it emptying before it goes? All right. Right, okay. So, Ruth's here. David's here. Cannonall Amethyst. Great shout. Cannonall Farms Starlight Diamond. I think the idea that there's a theme around the planets or the stars, I think is nice and appropriate. So David's emptying that now. He's sacking that off as feed now. He says it's stalky stuff. He thinks he's got better in the bucket. But they are having a bit of a pick at it. I won't say they've totally given up on it. But if David had just left that in and then put some good new stuff on top, that would have been trapped in and potentially go mouldy. So it's important that we rotate the feed and just try and give everything the best chance of being healthy. Dave, I've plotted all the dates of the pedigrees on Time Tree. So we've got all individual dates for the pedigree ewes now, from scanning, from Rob Garth, scan the sheep on the 20th of January. So I've got them all plotted on, so we know when every sheep, you know, if he's right, and obviously it's open to a few days either way. It's not an exact science, but it's a good help. We know when all the cows are due to calve. I've got dates for those, so we can have eyes on the prize. You know, we can be ready, we can be waiting, and hopefully we're not needed. But if we are, then we've got a good chance. Do you need any more in there, Ruth, or have you got enough? Is it? Right. David says he can always bring a bit more up if it's necessary. So yeah, we've got 1,200 people joined us now. Angela says, morning Farm Rob from a chilly Wolverhampton. The lambs are so cute when running around Jupiter for the fall. Yeah, like Jupiter. David suggested Uranus, but I think he was being funny. And Tessa says, good morning, Farmer Dave. Kay said, good morning, Farmer Dave. And in goes the hay. Expertly done. He's done that before. And you can see now that the sheep are all very interested in that new hay. The other stuff it had been picked through. And like David said, there were a lot of stalks involved. The sheep are more interested in the leaf than the stalk. So they'd pretty much given up on it, and they were waiting for something better. So Ruth's bedding that one, Danny's bedding this one, and he's got some stubborn straw. But there we go. is getting it spread about, and it's important that they've got something comfortable to give birth on, and sanitary as well. Hazel says Cannonall Farm Yorkshire Rose, like that. Sharon likes Moonstone, and Gwen says good morning Rob and everyone. Good morning to you, Gwen. 1,200 people watching Danny and Ruth work away and get these sheep in a position where they can crack on with the lambing. Oh, that's something we could watch David do. When he comes back up, we'll ask him to fill the molasses, and we can watch him do that. We'll get down there, and we can see what's involved with that particular job. So what Danny's doing is moving the sheep from one area onto another area, so he can then bed that area down. Trying to do it as gently as possible, because these sheep are heavy in lamb. There's one on its back, Danny. So, I love the name Molly, says Yvonne. And Trevor says, morning Robert, from Sylvia and Trevor at Lincoln. Time bounds in Lincoln started winning it. Absolutely is. We've got a Yorkshire derby against Huddersfield today, who were local rivals, you know. It'd be a game that we'd dearly love to win, but Huddersfield are a good team, and everyone's trying hard, aren't they? So yeah, Sarah says Luna blue for the foal. Luna, as she was born at night, and blue for the blue. Sapphire. Tina was thinking the same, and Yvonne says good luck to my granddaughter Molly in her dance competitions today. Love from Nana. Good luck, Molly. I hope you smash it. Bring back the prize. And Thorny Lenton says David Cromie. It looks fantastic. So David Cromie must be the maker of these feeders. So let's just focus on them a minute and look at David's wonderful work. If anyone out there is a sheep keeper and wants details of where to get these, then David, post away on here in the comments. So yeah, and they really are a stylish looking, very practical piece of kit. June says Lavender Moon. And Leanne says, I like the name Yorkshire. No, I like the name Cannon Hall, Lady Rose, or Yorkshire Rose. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Marilyn says, morning everybody, hope you are all okay, but it looks cold out there. Have a good day. We absolutely will. And Lynn says, precious for the fall. So you can see we've got lots of empty pens, we've got lots of bedded up pens. We're all set, you know. We're all set for the off. We just need the sheep to decide it's the right time for their new arrivals to arrive. So Danny's just doing that last corner. Hear a wood pigeon hooting away. And that's what you call a properly bedded pen. You know, straw is not without its cost. It's not without its difficulty, but there is no better bedding. And as things stand at the moment, the sheep wouldn't, obviously when they're lambing, they wouldn't prosper outside, but in general, if you can find room indoors during these cold, dark, damp months, you know, the sheep are much happier having the food delivered to them on a plate than having to tramp about in a muddy field. But anyway, we're lucky to have the room to do it, and we'll continue to juggle and manoeuvre things around to enable us to do that. We're lucky that two of the mares have gone off to be covered, and David's done a video about that. Silver and Ruby have gone to be covered, so that's exciting. So that's given us a little bit more room. Let's ask him if he'll do us this molasses. Oh, he's taking that straw for Sapphire, isn't it? Ruth's just asked him to do that. I'm going to put a light above that sign for the Mamlats. I'm going to show you the new farm entrance this morning on our broadcast. If anyone's not listened to the podcast yet, please give us a listen. David will not be happy here. He's in the old JCB. I think that's the old one. Dave, do you want to fill the molasses up and I'll open the doors for you? Yeah?
I think I was just gonna...
They need some apparently, Danny says the law.
What?
Yeah.
Any more in?
Well, this...
Some more tubs now.
Do these want one?
Well, I don't know. I did ask. What are they on? Are these...
I think they get some nuts. I mean, there's only 5. It's probably not worth it. They're used to nuts, aren't they?
Yeah.
They've been fed this morning, so... you could put another one in, I think, because they've soon...
I've got some more around there.
They've soon drunk it, haven't they? I know you don't want to fill the place up with feeders, but there's 66 in there.
Move that air feeder back a bit so we can get some more in there.
Right.
At least another one in there.
Right, okay. I'll get the dose for you when you come over then. So David's going to get the molasses. He's going to get another feeder. We're going to feed them. And we'll have a closer look at ground level and look at the skills required to do that particular process. So yeah, we've a new route into the farm, which we're going to turn into like a magical walkway. It's going to be illuminated, and it's going to look fantastic. So let's have a quick look in here while we're waiting for Dave to do his thing. So Danny's just finishing up in here. Lovely job. How's Danny?
Alright, yeah.
Not so bad. Have you been fishing lately?
No, I'm planning to know.
Oh, yeah. Is it off season or is it on season?
No, it's river's still in season, but it's just been a bit cold.
All right. Cold for you or cold for the fish?
Cold for me.
All right.
I'm going to try some grilling fishing next week.
And where would you go for that, Danny? Or don't you like to?
On day.
Or do you not like to give your best places away?
Down at River Den.
Right.
The Arctic fish on the thriving.
Oh, of course. Yeah. So, River Dern in Bounds, there's nothing to them.
No. So I'm going to have a try next week.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
Right. And so a little bird told me you were going to be having a bit of a dabble at the supporters broadcast.
Yes.
Yeah?
Tuesday.
So anyone who's a supporter and wants to know more about Danny and his fishing exploits and farming exploits and, you know, life in general, then tune in on Tuesday to have a guided tour around our family farm with the big man himself.
Like a guided tour and a question like, this is your life.
Yeah. Yeah. Ask away. You don't have to answer, Danny.
No, not really.
Yeah. Keep some things to yourself. So, Danny's taking on a supporters broadcast on Tuesday. So, tune in if you're a Cannon Hall Farm supporter for that. And that's going to be, I'm sure that's going to be illuminating, interesting, and lots of fun. Because he's a fun guy. So, Ruth and Danny are now kicking that straw about. Sapphire is watching, slightly disapprovingly. 1,300 people tuned in now, and she's changed her nature since she foaled. Before she foaled, she was the most lovable horse ever, and since she's foaled, those ears have just been a little bit more pinned back than forward, and that just is her saying, you know, I'm not too happy with you being in here. But obviously she's got to get over it. She's got to get used to it, and she will. And Helen says we're supposed to be getting snow in Brora, Sutherland today. Oh no! Keep safe. And Livy Jane will be tuning in on Tuesday to listen to Danny. Helen says, "What? That sounds great. We'll definitely tune in on Tuesday." So it's a tune in Tuesday to listen to Danny, which is going to be great. Carol says, "Morning from a miserable, drizzly day down the road in Goldthorpe." Oh no, Carol, what can we do? Just wait for better times. They are just around the corner. And Chris says, "Good morning, farmers Rob and Dave and everyone at Cannon Hall Farm. Good morning to you." And Janet says, "Good morning, Farmer Rob and all. Lovely surprise." And Heather says, "A fungi. but he's a fun guy, not a fungi. So David's going to get his molasses. Let's go and lend a helping hand. This is my scene of shame. Last night Ruth has mildly berated me for it. I overflowed this. We don't have a drain. We have a bucket, and I never looked down at the bucket when I washed up the bottles. But it could be worse. I could have not washed up the bottles. But she's got it looking spick and span in here. Looks a treat, and we need to keep it that way. Oh heck. So David, you see what he's realised that this bucket's in the way, so he's dropped that there. And this is the beauty of this quick release system. Can you see it? Let's watch that going in. And he's obviously done that before, hasn't he? He's obviously done that before. Because he was straight in. There it goes. Bushed it. And then he's going to come back here. There we go. And he's got that as well. So there's not loads of molasses left in this one. Will there be enough to fill these bowls? Possibly so. Right, which door does he want opening? Oh, there he is. So probably this one. All right, girls. Here he comes. Right, are they bagging up? Are they getting any milk, is the question. So it's not empty, which is good. In fact, it's half full, which again is good. I'm just looking around at these ewes now. So she's bagging, yeah, she's bagged up. I mean, there's more to come, but you would hope that she'd have a bag of milk by the time she lambs. They vary a little bit, don't they? But they're not all going to lamb on the same day. Morning, Shane. You all right? Very, very well, sir. This is Shane, who is our head of operations, who has replaced the irreplaceable. Replaced the lovely Carol, who I'm not reliably informed. I know is enjoying her retirement very, very much because I've seen her several times. And Guy Martin says it's very interesting watching Dave and his JCB. Shane, just stand next to Dave, will you? Does anyone see a similarity here? Yeah, he's like, you could almost be brothers. If I fall ill, Shane, you could replace me. So that molasses is filling up slowly. Would you say that's a flow that you would expect, Dave?
Normally more, but it's down to the bottom of the tank.
So what can you do to increase that flow? Or is that all you're filling it? So David's budging that ewe up the bed. So is the new entrance up and running and ready for action then, Shane? I'm going to come down shortly and have a look at it and show the visitors what it looks like. Are you excited about the improvements it's going to bring to the place?
Yeah, really improve the customer journey and flow of traffic and answer the experience. So yeah, it's going to be great.
And I suppose that avenue that people are now going to walk, we could festoon with information, with interactive things. We could make anything of that area, couldn't we now?
Yeah, there's certain plans in the short, medium, long term to enhance the experience with information about the farm and the animals in the farm.
Yeah. Why don't we, Dave, have a life-size cutout of you
Nice, that, wouldn't it?
that people could have a picture with? What do you think?
I've got one on my desk.
Yeah? Why don't we have a model? No, you're better. No, they would want you. So we could have like a waxwork of David on that thing, couldn't we? Yeah.
People would like graffiti on it and stuff.
Dick would, wouldn't he? Dick the builder would. He would actually.
I think he'd knock it down with JCB.
Yeah. Dick the builder once graffitied on Steve, one of them, on a poster of David, and David went berserk.
The banner.
He went berserk. I don't think it was that bad a likeness, though, to be fair.
Really bad.
Was it? Is it not something we can talk?
It was not great.
Oh, right. Oh, dear.
It's like a
What?
nice mature wine, isn't it? Gets better with age.
Exactly.
So Dick or Steve or both graffitied on a picture of David. David was cross.
It was a brand new banner.
Yeah.
It was like very
You were cross, weren't you?
childish.
Yeah. Very childish, isn't it? Oh, wait. And Dawn says waxwork of your dad too. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Why? Joking apart, people might like to graffiti on a thing. No. Yeah.
We'll shelve that one.
Yeah. Becky says, "Hey Rob, you want visitors to come, not run away, lol." Oh no, Becky. That is true though. So here goes Dave with his third one now. How do you get the last drop out, Dave? Do you have to actually lift it? And are you at that point yet, or Shane? No, too much.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A lot of weight.
So, here's Danny. Done his stint, bedding down. Where next, Danny?
Hannah's at bottom.
Who?
Hannah's down at the bottom.
Right. Where are you going now, Danny? Where are you going now? Down to the bottom. Danny's doing a supporters live broadcast on Tuesday, and there's a lot of excitement on here.
Is he wearing a vest?
Oh, Dave. David's saying, is he wearing a vest? I'd like to... Shane, can you organise a couple of vests for David and Danny? When they have... Because when is it you're having the arm wrestle?
We're not.
You're not?
I can't arm wrestle.
Have you heard about me beating, Adam the cameraman?
Oh, yeah.
We were up in Scotland filming, and it all got a bit silly, like it does. And he arm wrestled David and beat him, and then he arm wrestled someone else, Harry, didn't he, the drone pilot, and beat him. Then someone else, and he were flagging a bit, so I chose my opportunity. I moved straight and I says, "Come on, Adam, we're having one." And I took him down, right? And then I wouldn't fight him. I wouldn't do another one then, so he's really bitter about it. But when you play conkers and you beat someone, it becomes a oneer, then a twoer. And Adam had won that many that night. I became a tenner overnight by just having one bout. So I was particularly pleased with that. Mandy says, "Danny, I'm looking forward to it."
Any more of these?
Yeah, they're over there, Dave.
Whereabouts? All right.
Yeah. We might as well save you doing it tomorrow, won't it? Because do you want me to keep my eye on it? All right. Okay. So the boys have gone to get some more feeders. Love the banter between you all, says Helen. And Vicky says we need a farmer calendar. In my younger days, Vicky. Although I've had a good week. I've lost £3 this week. So I'm now down to 13.10 again. So I'm very happy with that. I'd crept over 14. I was up to 14.2 or 3 a couple of weeks ago. So I've buckled down and I've got back on the wagon. So I'm pleased with that. Maria says, "Congratulations to Gano Farm. Name for Sapphire Fall, Diamond Moonlight Stardust." Fabulous. Thank you, Maria, for that suggestion. So there's Jeremy in the road sweeper. The road sweeper is now getting more and more used. It's getting more and more liked. And it's proving to be an asset to the place, which is what I really hoped it would be. Yvonne says, "Any news from your caterer, Rob?" No news yet, but we're excitedly waiting. Here we go. Dave's got the Shane's got the feed. I got them mixed up then for a second. Yeah.
You've had a picture though, haven't you, Shane?
I have.
What? Someone thinking it was you? Yeah. All right. What do you do? Just style it out, Shane?
I thought, do I stop it or do I go with it?
Yeah.
I thought, I'll just go with it for now and tell them after.
Yeah, why not? So, Jill says...
They come all the way from Fleetwood, that family, actually.
Fleetwood?
Fleetwood.
Oh, Dave. Look what you did. That was bad luck, that. As you turn round, your ankle, your heel just flicked that in. Anyway, he's lifting it out.
I'm just hoping Anita doesn't ask me to stand in, Dave.
Shane's saying he's hoping that Anita don't get him mixed up and plant a passionate kiss on his lips.
Her eyesight isn't great.
I think, Shane, I'd say it's a matter of time. Yeah. It's a matter of time. Jackie says, can't beat banter. It's lovely to see you all having a laugh and a joke. Well, David's now starting the next one. Look at that. I'm going to get a more interesting angle on this.
I think there must be a bit of a blockage here because it should flow faster than that.
Well, you'd have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was falling on me then. Do that again. Oh yeah, it's going better now.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'd say it's going better. Here we go. The big guys are going to tilt it. Because there's no point waiting all day for it, is there? So 1,400 people watching now. Shane and David. What are you doing?
Using their weight.
So Shane's lifting at that end. Look at that. Working in tandem. The brothers. Charlotte Thompson is coming to visit today. My boys can't wait. So Charlotte is going to get one of the first experiences of the new route into the farm, the new farm entrance. And Trudy says, you're a great comedy act. Sapphire's full name. Starlight would be lovely. What about Starlight Express?
I did think...
What do you think, Shane? Catchy, isn't it? I think that could catch on. It could be the name of a musical or something. Lovely photos of Farmer Roger at the awards, says Carol Branford.
Lee sent me a nice one in talking to Jenny Agutter.
Of my dad?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, Jenny Agutter. Do you know who Jenny Agutter is? No. The Railway Children. Right? And as a young woman, she dived naked into a pool on television. Right. And my dad remembers it. Well, that could be... It was quite a long time ago. She's on Call the Midwife now. She's probably in her 70s now, I would think. But and he does remember it. So it must be quite disconcerting when you're actually talking to someone. Oh, look at that. So there we go. Look at me, Dad. And I looked round and they were still talking 5 minutes later. I thought, how lovely is that? Yeah. So he did well.
She came back later to congratulate him,
Yeah, she did well. He did well to have his ears in because he sometimes forgets his hearing aids, but he didn't forget them. It's a musical, Rob says Heather Morrison. Andrea says, is Shane new to the farm? Yes, Shane has replaced Carol, who was 5 months ago, so not that new. Crikey.
Yeah, I'm that flown.
Yeah. Polar Express, if she's going to be a grey, says Hazel. That's a lovely name, isn't it, Hazel? If you were to have another child now, Dave, and it was a girl, what would you call it?
I call her Scarlet.
Scarlet? Oh, nice. What about you, Shane?
Scarlet.
I like Aria.
Who?
Aria.
Aria?
Aria. A-R-I-A.
Aria?
Aria.
Oh, right.
Aria.
That's one of them newfangled names, is it? Or is it an old one that's come back?
Well, I think it might be an old one that's come back.
Right. Aria, and David likes Scarlet. Diana says, lovely picture. Indeed it is. So David's now got another one to fill. It's nearly empty this day.
I know, that's good.
It'd be nice to empty it, wouldn't it? I think. Is it empty? So these ewes now are going to have lots of molasses because we need to turn their udders into udders full of milk. Because without milk, The lambs that are waiting to be born will not thrive. Without that colostrum, they'll not get immunity to disease and all that jazz. Now, Ruth is over there. She's moved on to my dad's ends. So there she is, feeding and mucking out and cleaning and doing a fantastic job. So a lot of people are enjoying Ruth's supporters broadcast. A lot of people are excited about Danny doing the supporters broadcast. So hopefully the supporters group will be invigorated. And this is not to say that Dale's not doing a wonderful job. It truly is. But I suppose the more people that we spread it around, the more variety, the more people that you guys who are in the supporters group will meet and get to know better. What are you whispering about?
The architect that we had around the other day.
He hasn't come back to me yet. I've asked him to quote for all these projects.
All right.
And then I'll set Shane on him and see if he can do it for a bit less.
And the fee company.
Louise says, yes, I have a daughter called Scarlett. Bernice says they call my... Oh, now then, Bernice Thompson. They call my granddaughter Aria Rose. So that is, that must be a new name that's hitting the circuit. And June says, Cannonall Diamond Rose. And Mandy says, what's molasses used for? Please, right. Good question, Mandy. The molasses is used instead of corn, so that it's like a self-service option rather than putting corn in troughs and bumping and boring and bashing themselves and running the risk of doing damage to the unborn lamb. This is like a buffet option. It's like self-service. It's where they come and lick these feeders like those are doing. Look, let's have a look. I'll show you. So they've got little wheels in there, and as they lick them, they turn around, get more molasses on them, and gradually empty the feeder. There comes another, and this gives an energy boost just at the time they need it, because they need a boost of energy to make the milk. They need a boost of energy to give them the help they need in pushing that lamb out. So it's a timely boost, but equally we've only just started over the last few days giving them this molasses because they're only carrying singles, and we don't want to turn these lambs into something bigger than they can comfortably give birth to. So we're hoping, and there's always an element of instinct, of a stockman's judgment. We're hoping that what we've given them gives us the right size lamb to be born, but a lamb that's got the vigour to stand and to suckle and to provide, and to gain sustenance from mum's milk. So it's that equation. We hope we've got it right, but we won't know until the first lamb hits the ground. So that's sort of where we are with it now. So Will says molasses is unrefined sugar. Thank you. And Carol says Cannonall Farm Luna Lavender. And Gillian says it's Ria, as in aria, and operatic song. Right. And Yvonne says, I can hear your dad's cockerel. So can I. And Mandy says, supping molasses like Dave on a Friday night. I did it again the other day, when we were filming Cynthia's donkey. And I said, and now, thankfully, it's drinking like Dave on a Friday night. And Adam says, can we do that again, please, without Dave on a Friday night? I think that might be the last time it's ever heard, I think.
I know, you can do it on the live-ish.
They can't stop me on that, can they? Celia, what a lovely name. Celia, morning farmers, morning Celia. And Pam says, like Dave's Lucasade. And Jill says, Aria. Get you. Is it like this, Shane? Aria is gonna see you. Yeah, yeah. Right, Aria. Aria. Mine's fine. Try going out and back in again, says Shirley Foster. Shirley is the queen of the advice, as are lots of other people. Claire says, how was Barnsley last night? Dave, how was Barnsley last night?
Well,
What's happened? What's happened?
It was the restaurant.
You didn't get arrested, did
No, we
you?
went to the restaurant.
Oh, don't tell me it was rubbish. You complained.
No,
You got your money back. You got extra
complained,
sides.
complained,
Go on.
complained.
Go on.
I don't want to say which one.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough.
Was it that Portuguese chicken one?
No.
Oh, right.
No, it was a restaurant.
Oh, right. Not Nando's.
In Barnsley Centre. Oh.
He's
know it
whispering.
well.
Yeah.
My friend's the owner.
His friend's the owner.
Yeah.
Well, don't say you've been banned.
No,
I tell you who rates it very well, Carol.
Yeah, no, it was because they got lots of twos.
Right. Valentine's.
We came in at 8 o'clock. I think it were 10:30 when we got our main.
Oh, so you got a chance of a good drink then?
Well, they had no draft lager.
Oh no!
Now.
Oh, I bet you asked for free lager, did you?
Friday night.
Yeah, I'm about Paul.
Hey?
Paul.
That's
Can
not
you
good, is it?
can you ring your mate now, Shane, and just pass this feedback on?
I think I
Run
will.
out on a Friday night, so it were bottles of Peroni.
Oh,
It's not the same, is it?
no. No. Nice restaurant though, David. Really good feedback apart from that.
Yeah.
David's not too.
The sea bass was good.
Oh dear, Dave, you know what you did wrong.
Talking to you.
When? Oh no, I wasn't meaning that.
What?
I mean you should have gone to the White Bull restaurant.
Yeah, supper club.
Because our service was exemplary.
No complaints.
Sharon was on it like a car bonnet. We were full of twos, and I think everyone had a really great time.
I need a bucket.
And
Oh
we had Peroni on
no! Yeah, we didn't run out of Peroni.
I need a bucket.
Oh Dave, what you done?
I overflowed.
No, no. He was talking about his sea bass and bottles of Peroni, and
I just lost it.
he lost it.
tap. Isn't it?
Any bucket will do.
We've got 1,500 people. Let's get down here and let's share David's difficulties with him. Shane's gone to get a bucket. He might need, looking at that, he might need more than one.
Right.
Oh, wait.
No, yeah. Well, you've got a good bucket.
Oh. It's all right, we can wash it.
It's alright, it's alright.
So, watching these two lads working in harmony. Look at
I
that.
only need that one. It's fine.
Oh, don't get that on my coat.
Is it winning?
Yeah, oh, aye, it's going in. It's going out as well as in, but it's going somewhere. So that's handy that that top was off, wasn't it?
Oh, well.
Are you going to leave them that bucket to lick, or
I'll leave that on there like that. Just.
so will that go in now? Never mind. As Nelly would say, oh no, I'm just going to get David to pull me up then, bro, not bother. As Nelly would say, right, one of her favourite sayings is, it don't matter.
Right.
and
Put that there.
and nothing matters because Nana makes everything right.
Right. You let that drip onto that and they'll lick the top. I'm just going to rinse my hands for 1 second.
Same here.
What?
Oh, look at that, look at that. Look at that. I'll tell you, if ever I go to the toilet and forget to take a roll in, I'm ringing you. Shane, can you bring me a roll, please? I will not be asking you to wipe it, though. You know what I did yesterday? You know what I did? I got up early, right? I went to Silkston to get some diesel. It'd run out of diesel at Asda, right? Asda had run out of diesel at Silkston. So I went to Poggy, filled up there. While I was there, I nipped down to Asda, right? Should have gone somewhere else. No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to be bitter. Went down to Asda, bought a bunch of flowers. No. Bought a bunch of flowers. Shane says for Julie. I says no. What I did, I left them outside Nellie's house for Nellie to give to her mum for Valentine's.
This is empty, do you think, now? More or less empty, isn't it?
What do you want to do with it?
I've got them over there to do.
Is there any? Do you want to try and get the last bits out or not? Are you time compromised? It's up to you, Dave.
We'll get it, and then I'll drive down there and empty their buckets.
Okay.
Come back up.
Yeah. Righto.
Oh, that's nice, that.
So, yeah. So I haven't seen her yet. Nelly, I mean. You know.
Did you phone her and tell her?
No. No, she ain't got a phone yet.
No, I mean,
Yeah. It won't be long though, will it? Well, I'm hoping that we don't let her have a phone for a long time, but who knows? Right, so Sandra says, morning Rob and Dave, it's horrible weather here in Somerset. Yeah, see you later, Shane. So Shane's off to visit all departments to make sure that they're all ready, to make sure that they're ready to welcome the visitors to Cannonall Farm today, to hopefully, have a great family day, to have a fun day, to do things together that put a smile on people's faces. That's what we like to do, that's what we want to do, and that's what we absolutely aim to do. So Dave's gone to get another molasses now around there. What shall we do? We're going to have a look at this entrance, shall we? So, what are you guys up to today? What are your plans? What does the day have in store? And are you seeing family? Are you going to a sporting event? Are your children or grandchildren playing football or rugby or something like that? What's kicking off? What's carrying on? Hopefully something that will bring joy to you and put a smile on your face. So you can see it's not the worst day here. It's not the shabbiest. It's all right. It's a little bit grey. It's not warm, but it's warming up later next week, isn't it? I think we're up into the teens of degrees by next week, so that should stimulate the grass to grow a little bit, because you can see at the moment there's not a lot happening there. If you've got sheep on a field, it's all one-way traffic. They're taking faster than it's replacing itself. So this is going to be the routine, and we've got this is all going to be lit. We've got the option of all these walls to put interactive panels on, to put information on, to really develop this area as a place that we want it to feel like you're walking into something magical, like there's a magical day out lies ahead for you. I think that's the idea that Shane's got in his mind. So hopefully we can achieve that. We can do that. We've got three booths to scan people in, and show you the sign. So there we go. That's what will greet you now. So instead of a dusty old gazebo, there's a striking sign with some of our more prominent animals. It's a pity Sapphire didn't have her ears forward and a smile on her face. She looks a little bit frosty there, but there's Ted the bull. Who better than Ted to have greeting you? And there's Mary from the dairy, who was a Jersey cow who lived here for many years. The what, sorry? Oh, yeah. It'll silver. Yeah, made out of solid oak with heaters. So Rebecca and whoever else will be toasty warm inside their booth. So very excited about that. There'll be a gate to come on here. So when you come up here now, you need to turn left into here and access the farm that way. You find someone in life who looks at you like Dave's looking at his dinner there, and you've cracked it. Look at that. Supper Club. £28 for two, £32 for three. Book online every Friday night. So, and I'm there every Friday night, to be honest, never miss. Gift vouchers. This just helps remember what things are available. The farm shop, order online, nationwide home delivery for all you meet. Bluey is at Cannonall Farm on March the 22nd and 23rd. And the Lambing Festival is happening now. It started. So you'll exit the farm from here, you'll enter the farm from there. And then there's a big thank you for visiting sign, which is there. Excuse me. Please consider listening to our podcast. I've told you some things there that will cost you money. The podcast is absolutely free. And hopefully something that you will get a bit of fun from. There's also an extra scoop, which is an extra bit of the podcast that's available to Cannonall Farm supporters. Bluey again, free tea and coffee refills, And the farmhouse afternoon tea served between 2:30 and 4:30. No need to pre-book. We've got scaffolding up because we're having a new roof, a brand new roof, to make sure that the farm shop is better insulated and that it doesn't leak. So we're excited about that. We've got fish being delivered at the moment for the farm shop. We've got vegetables being delivered. We're gonna go in the farm shop. I'm just gonna whip it onto Wi-Fi. And gosh, oh yeah. So look at this, folks. Another improvement. We've had all the counters wrapped in vinyl. So I'll just give you like a little bit of a pano around. What do you think to that? Smart or what? And then all the way along here. Hello. Look at that. Looks alright, doesn't it? So produce, meat, all those things. Right, I'm just going to put you onto Wi-Fi. Just one sec.